This is very important. Good morning. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Donald. Hi. Good morning. Hi, Rosie. Hi, New York Gal. I'm late, as usual. I'm always late. I'm moving very quickly these days. There's a ton of stuff. I'm just grabbing some water that I just spilled all over the floor. Hold on one second. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm late. This is a big class, and it's got a lot of stuff. I have a lot of notes. Good morning, Rosie. We have a lot to do. So, Candida, we talked about, right? It's so funny, like we go through those like fun, yummy, anything goes, clean, good food classes. And then I do this Wednesday morning class and we put it all into perspective. Thank you for my heart meat. Thank you for my heart meat, June. Connecticut soaps. Yay! You guys are awesome. So we're talking about Candida today, and I have 20 pages of notes, believe it or not. And I went through them last night, but I'm going to do sort of a lot of reading to you too, because there's a lot of information and I want to get it all to you. Anybody know Candida or have gone through that? Thank you for the gifts. Hi, Kakasmer. Good morning. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you. The book is in the hands of the guy who's building it, so it's done. My piece is done. Now he has to put it all together. And then first things first, sorry y'all, I gotta make my coffee because I haven't done that. I went to pour my coffee this morning and it wasn't here. So we're making coffee. And I have no bag of rice in front of me. All right, let me go grab the rice. This is collagen. I love Chivani collagen. It's great. It works fabulously. Where's my coffee? Here it is. And then, of course, my rice. All right, let me put it in here. I almost want to put 2 bags of rice in here. I think I have to. Okay, so look, I get the giant box of rice. Is that crazy? I love it. All right, good morning. Thank you for all the gifts. Good morning, new followers. Are you off today? Do you have a set live schedule? I usually have a set schedule, but I'm usually late because I always bite off more than I can chew. And I always want to be on here talking to you. So I got my rice coffee. Whoop whoop. So so that's my story. So anybody that's new here, I've been cooking my whole life. I am a very huge proponent of organic food, and I turned 60 last year, and I said it's time for me to talk to people about food and healing, because everywhere I go and so many people that I talk to don't really know a lot about organic, clean food, and they make it scary and different and expensive. And I spend my time showing you that we don't have to be that way. So this class is our food and healing class on Wednesday mornings, and I do it live from my house. And today we're talking about Candida. And what is Candida and why is it play such a role? Because, what I have found over the years is so much can be traced back to Candida and not feeling good that, hey, Tyler, you have paper in your coffee. No, this is, these are those packets that keep it from getting, wet or moisture. So I leave them in. I mean, I drink it so fast, it probably doesn't matter, but I leave them in so that doesn't happen. Now, I don't know how everybody else is feeling around you, but right now I am experiencing probably the most symptoms of a cold or flu I have had in a long time. So you'll hear me like a little cough or stuffy, but I think this is the worst it's gonna get for me. And I think it's because my immune system's so strong. But all the kids at work, you know, they're not allowed to work when they're sick, but they're still there, you know. They still get sick. What are you mixing in the coffee? So in my coffee, I mix 2 things. These are my 3 things that I do. I put my collagen peptides in. Thank you for all the heart me's and all the love. And then I do my Rise and my food creamer. Do I have to mirror you guys? Because you know I'm stinky at that. Let's see. And I can never find it. Okay, here we go. Now I spend the rest of the morning trying to get in the camera. And Laird Superfood Creamer, which are all in my TikTok shop, and all in my kitchen essentials maybe too. But you can find it. You don't need me for that. Okay, this is done. Let me get my cup and then we can get started because we have a lot to cover today. I need my little coffee cup and my water. And I smartened up today. I put my little coffee pot right behind me so I could keep pouring for you guys. All right, I got my hot water coming. All right, so let's talk about Candida. So everywhere, okay, hold on, these are my first notes. And then you're gonna get all of this, and you're gonna get last Monday night stuff today. That's all coming today too. Okay, what's Candida? It's a type of yeast fungus. We have it in our mouth, it's in our intestines, and on our skin, okay? And it's around, it's a part of us. It's just part of us. But what happens is, over time, and over different things, it gets bigger. I'm gonna talk and cut all at the same time. It gets bigger and more insidious in our bodies, and it becomes a problem when it starts to overgrow and take over the gut. This is the part that gets us, right? And you'll see as we go on, it mimics symptoms of so many things, and then you're like, why do I have this? Why do I have that? I mean, it's my auntie, my godmother, Madrina, she had Candida so bad that it caused heart palpitations, if you can believe that. So it can really get in there. I'm staying away from the stove today. You're not cooking today? Thank you for all my heart me's, guys. It's amazing, right? So, okay, so what happens when Candida overgrows? It damages the gut lining, so you get that like leaky gut. How do you get it? I'm telling you right now, Cheryl. It weakens the immune system. It triggers inflammation throughout the body. And, those are the first things. And then the role of your gut microbiome is that you have, trillions of good and bad bacteria. And usually you can keep that Candida at bay, but because of poor diet, stress, Candida takes over. So here's some things you can check in your diet, and you guys are gonna fall on the floor. So just don't worry, sit down. It's okay. I'm not trying to cause alarm. I'm just giving you awareness. All right. Diet and high sugar and refined carbohydrates. That's one of the causes, right, of why this overgrows. And you're going to see in a minute why this is important. Sugar fuels Candida growth. Refined carbohydrates, they quickly turn to sugar. And then even natural sugars like honey or fruit can contribute if you're sensitive. Now, think of it like weeds in a garden. If you keep watering the weeds with sugar, they'll take over. But if you change the conditions and you remove the sugar and nourish the soil with good nutrients, the healthy plants take over, right? So like if you start eating probiotics, which are so important. This is a good moment to show you different, you hear the word probiotic, prebiotic, things like this. These are ones that I use just for different things. But these help your gut. Can you see them? There's a test. There is a test. We'll talk about that. There's even like thank you for my heart, me. So there is a test. I can talk to you about that. Antibiotic overuse. It kills the bad bacteria. You've heard that so many times, right? You got to be careful because antibiotics kill good and bad bacteria. So, you want to, a lot of times if you have to be on antibiotic, you want to take in between, you want to take, hello, good morning, Brenda. You want to take probiotics so that I can cut, or you want me to talk first? I think I might talk first a little bit because this part's the important part, and then we can do the food. All right, so then chronic stress. Oh wait, so here, action tip. If you must take antibiotics, right, pair them with probiotics and fermented foods like our kimchi, right, that we made, very good to do. Oh yeah, it's right here. Thank you, Cheryl. So, and I have my water. I can feel a little bit of a cold today, but I know it won't get worse. It will just linger. Chronic stress, poor sleep. You know, those are our best friends, right? Thank you very much. Thank you for all that love. Morning, beautiful. So one of the easiest ways to support your gut, which is where everything happens in the gut, is prioritize sleep, right? I am the worst, so I am, I'm preaching to the choir today. Sleep and managing stress. Really important. Let's see, what else causes overgrowth of Candida? Birth control, hormonal imbalances, excess alcohol and caffeine. That's why we try and do like try ease off on that. We need a sleep class. If we have a sleep class, Cheryl, we're all going to go to sleep. And then a weakened immune system, right? And we want to support our immune system. And we've done a lot of that work here. We've talked a lot about that. So now those are sort of what the causes that overgrowth. So if you think about that checklist, we're all in that, right? We're all in that sort of spin of weakened immune system, poor sleep, stress, what we eat, all of those things play a role in this. So now here's some symptoms which are really going to be eye-opening. And I didn't even put them all down. Sorry, excuse me. That cold water got my throat. Birth control, dang. Yeah, yes. But remember, if you are taking birth control, but you're managing your sleep and you're eating really healthy and you're, doing other things, it's just when you pile all of those things in together, right? Anything we do that creates, an assault on your system, it creates an assault on your system. That's what we're talking about, right? So if you have one of those symptoms or one of those things, the chances of getting an overgrowth are less. This Candida happens when you are barraging your system constant. Okay, digestive issues, chronic bloating, gas and belching, constipation, cramping, food sensitivities. So what happens is Candida weakens the gut lining, then that leads to leaky gut, where undigested food happens, and then it escapes into the bloodstream, triggering inflammation. I mean, that's a whole lot of stuff happening, and that is why, it's like that perfect storm of things. But because the standard American diet is so rich with all of these things, and because we live in a very stressful time, and because we are running and burning the candle at both ends, all of those things become possible, right? So you can see how that's how that happens. Skin and nail problems, persistent acne, dry, itchy, flaky skin, eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, fungal infections, athlete's foot, toenail fungus, rashes, hives, white coating on the tongue. Why does all this happen? Well, what's happening is because of that good morning, Jamie. on the farm. Good morning on the farm. I love watching your videos. They're very peaceful, and I love your pups. So, did you hear all of those symptoms? Hi, Madeline. So, that's what we're talking about, right? That is what we're talking about. So, here, skin and nail. Okay, so we release toxins, gets expelled through the skin. Then the gut and skin are closely connected, so if the gut is imbalanced, skin suffers. Now, brain and mood. I know we're all gonna run around saying we have Candida now. I know. I'm just saying, you know what's funny to me? If you watch and we listen, it's sort of like all the food that we've talked about. If you watch and you listen to the things that I talk about and everything we read about and talk about here, it all seems so common. Exactly, Robin. Everything comes. And what is the number one common denominator is our gut. Inflammation, right? And then we go back and we look at all the foods, and you go back to all of my earlier videos, 10 foods for this, 10 foods for that, top 8 foods for this. They're all the same foods to eat. Everything is the same. So while we're having fun on Monday nights and Sunday mornings and doing all of this, this to me is really where you want to sit. And for a couple of people, hi Madeline, thank you for sharing. For all of us that are out there, yes, it affects our nails. Absolutely. We just talked about that, right? Here, let me go back. Oh, yes. I didn't write down what our nails become brittle. They break. Eat real food is the key. Always. Hello, Jojo. Yes. Hi, Madeline. So all of those things are what's important, right? That's where we get to. We have to eat for an anti-inflammatory diet. We have to eat low sugar. We have to eat unrefined foods, real whole foods, because that's how it starts to balance the gut biome. Does it thin your hair? It can thin your hair. Listen, inflammation, all of those things, fungus in the nails, all of that is a symptom. So for me, we all manifest something different, right? Everything comes out somehow different. Wait, hold on one second. Oh, okay. Let me finish the symptoms so you can see. Having thinning hair, yes, it's stress. It's all those things. Thank you for all my team cheers. So here, next. You ready? Brain and mood symptoms. Brain fog, trouble focusing, forgetfulness, mental fatigue, anxiety, irritability, depression and mood swings, chronic fatigue, headaches, and migraines. Thank you, Cheryl, for all that love. So Candida releases something called acetyldehyde. It's a neurotoxin that slows brain function and creates foggy thinking. Candida disrupts the gut bacteria, and 90% of serotonin, which is the feel-good hormone, is made in the gut. And when the gut's imbalanced, it leads to anxiety and depression. That's unbelievable, right? Are you guys getting the connection? It's like a pylon of stuff. Have you ever walked in a room and I know, right, Sunny Deb? It's eye-opening to hear this. And when you sit here and you understand, see, right. And what's interesting, and it's hard to know, because here's the thing, like, those migraines could be triggered by chocolate and lights and stress and anxiety, but the start of it is that your gut is wonky because your Candida imbalance is off. Man, I have a lot of symptoms. Frenchie, if you eat the standard American diet, chances are we all have a Candida overgrowth. So it's not like it's eye-opening, but sometimes these little eye-openers, you can start to say, oh, if I make these little changes, or if I do this little thing, It might be as simple as you finding a really, really good, and I'm not promoting these because I don't know what works for you guys. You know, that this is, yes, it could be that simple. Think about this. Think about all the brain fog that happens. Is there a connection between dementia and I don't know because I'm not a doctor nor am I a researcher. But yes, we got you, gal. That's what we're going to do next. Let me just go through. I have one more group. So we have the brain fog. Chances are, songs for you to sing. Yeah, doctors can order blood work for Candida. It would be a stool thing, a stool test. There's a saliva spit test that I'm going to show you that you can do at home, and it's kind of weird, and there's no, they'll say there's no science behind it, but those of us in this business of organic, clean, and in this realm of like clean and healthy and good, we do it, and it's pretty eye-opening. Her diet, right. Yes. Well, okay. So I'm so happy to hear it. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to keep going, right? So now, sugar cravings, hormonal imbalances. So if you have intense sugar cravings, feeling lightheaded, shaky between meals, you have unstable blood sugar. Here's a big one. PMS symptoms. Good morning, Incognito. How are you? Thank you, Joy. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for my heart, me. Those things are so important. I got wiped out. I got now that they did these scaled things, I got like a 0 over the last 4 days, and we've been on every day. So I don't know what's going on. Parasites can be the culprit too. Yes, Yanni. I can't talk about parasites though. I want to, but one day we will. I have had digestive issues working through the change in diet. Yes, Sandra, that's what happens. You're going to see. Thank you for my heart, me, Justine. Okay, PMS symptoms, irregular periods, worsening menopause symptoms. So Candida thrives in sugar. Thrives in it. That's what feeds it. It's like, when you bloom, you want to bloom yeast and you add sugar or honey. That's what's going on in your body. Thank you. Yes, we need 100,000 likes. We have been getting 100,000 likes per heart and 5 heart me's from new people every day. That's what we're looking for. Yup. Because it's like one of those triggers that slows you down for that. How to stop sugar cravings. Let me tell you something. If I could figure that out, I would be a gazillionaire. It is, so sugar, the craving, the psychological craving for sugar stays in your body for 5 days. The psychological craving for sugar stays in your body for 5 days. Meaning, once you stop putting sugar in your body, psychologically, in your brain, you crave sugar for 5 days. Your body craves it for as long too. I know that to be true. Now, here's the kicker. What will happen is, say you're a candy eater and you love chocolate or whatever, you eat whatever, M&Ms, I don't know, whatever you're eating. And then you stop doing that. Watch your craving of bread, processed, refined carbohydrates start gearing up. How do you get there? Do you guys remember? I said, bring out my whiteboard. I thought today was going to be a whiteboard day and I forgot to bring it out. I should go get it. Here's the key. Remember what we talked about, expansive and contractive, and when you ate in the middle? Remember, here's our top foods: quinoa, nuts, seeds, beets can be iffy but good. Mushrooms, zucchini, like that kind of, right? We stay in that zone, in that middle zone of food. That's where you stay. That's how you start to balance your body and you eat better. And the craving starts to subside. There's an herb too. It's called Gemsa. No, that's not the name of it. I have it inside. Maybe during our commercial break, I'll go grab it. Yes, that includes fruit. Yes, here is where fruit, gotta take care of the chickens. It's great to see you, Jamie. Yes, it includes fruit. Papaya seeds also. Yeah, those are good, but I gotta be careful. I can't really talk about that. I'm afraid that they'll slow us down. All right, now, how to self-check for Candida. So here's that spit test I was telling you about. It's kind of gross, but it's kind of fun. And remember, yes, thank you, Robin, for doing that. The cookbook is coming. Thank you, Dan. It's coming. Tattooed Use, guys, if you guys are into AI, he is like the expert at that and really good and teaches a class. He's an unbelievable, like one of those, he's like my online coach, actually. Dan, I'm sharing, I'm peeling back the curtain of Oz. Tattooed Use, he's awesome. Follow him. All right, so now, Candida symptom quiz. You ready? This is kind of gross, but it works. And it's not, I'm not a doctor. It is not one of those things like the doctor world doesn't say that this is the be-all test, but it's kind of fun. So you take a glass of water, you fill a glass with filtered water first thing in the morning. It has to be first thing in the morning before you eat. And you spit in the glass before eating or drinking anything. And you let it sit for 15 minutes. Now, if your spit stays on top, there's a low chance of Candida overgrowth. If it forms strings or cloudy patterns, it's possibly Candida. But if it sinks to the bottom, you probably have it in your gut. All right? Why it works. Candida lives in saliva, so excess yeast forms a mucus-like strings in the water. Wait, are you the chef I watch on Sundays, right? Yes, Obi, I'm that person. I am. I'm at home, and this is our kitchen pharmacy class today. So on Sunday mornings, I'm in the kitchen. Monday nights, I'm here doing a subscriber only, but it's open. And my husband took all that venison to his work the other day, and last night, and it was like crazy. Thank you, Obi. And keep liking us. We got to hit 100,000 likes on every single thing now. We got to do it. And yeah, we have to do all of that. I got wiped out. All of our, let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I've been on lives, and I got whatever the new scale live is. I got this thing, it's like a big wonking, you did 0 work. I was like, what? It's okay. We'll get there. Thank you, Dee. Yeah, try that test, Amanda, but you got to do it first thing in the morning, and you're going to get all these notes so you can read through them, and you'll have all this information. Okay, conclusion. What are we talking about? Did these symptoms sound familiar, right? And here's the takeaway. You don't have to live with brain fog. You don't have to live with migraines. It really is simply moving food around. And somebody said to me, I think it was Joni the other day, she was like, oh, I haven't started my meal plan. You can do one meal plan. You don't have to do, you could take one meal a day and try it. You could take one meal a week. Good morning, Mary. Good morning. You know, you don't have to, thank you for the follow. Thank you. That all makes a big deal now that they changed the way things go. Oh, Gal, you see? I'm so glad. Where will all this info be? Sorry, I'm new here. Oh, okay. So, all right, let me just do a quick commercial break before we go into the actual diet. And this is where we'll cook some food this morning. We're going to cook some fish. I have a couple of salads, a quick drink. So here's the quick commercial break. Hold on, let me get I need my little, I have to get my, oh, here it is. We need our little machine today. Everywhere I am, it's the organic food movement, everywhere. Then you can get the organic food movement, and then you can go on YT, YouTube. I need 1,000 followers there to make this all kind of come together. That's where I post all the live videos. Then the Book of Face. You got to join, but you got to give me your email. And that is where you're going to find all the notes on Candida. There's going to be probably when I'm done with organizing the notes for you, you'll have about 10 to 15 pages of notes and like little packets that you can print or research. There's recipes on there. Now, if you can become a subscriber, which you have to do on a laptop or on your computer, you can be a subscriber. On Monday nights, we do a subscriber only. And then Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday, I pop up at my shop. It's a pop-up because it depends on what we're doing. Tomorrow we're getting a big snowstorm, so I'll probably wait till Friday. And then this Saturday night, I'm doing a drag queen show with Classy Sassy. And we're doing, how do you get to your book of face? Gail, you go to the organic food movement community and you put there's like 3 questions that you answer. And the first one, you put your email in. That way I have your email. I'm too busy. I don't do anything with it. I just collect them. But you'll get the first email campaign I ever do will be about the book. And yes, Saturday's going to be fun. I'm going to make a chocolate roll, which does not help your Candida. So if you have Candida, you can't make it, but it's going to be fun. You can't use Apple Pay. That's the problem. I know, June. So now you have to go on, and I guess, I don't know. Maybe you have to use PayPal or something. I have no idea how it works. Stripe. I don't know. I'm talking out of my brain. I have no idea. Okay, healing foods, the anti-Candida diet. Are you guys ready? So think of this as a reset for your body. Reduce sugar and inflammatory foods. And this will create that environment where good bacteria can thrive. I can't say enough for the power, or a debit card, right? Yeah, that's how you have to do it. I can't stress enough how important what do you call it, are. Probiotics. See my brain fog? So here we go. Non-starchy vegetables. So the foundation of the diet is vegetables. We're back to our lovely vegetables. Broccoli, spinach, Brussels sprouts, kale, zucchini, and I have all of these here today. I didn't set up my food processor, so I'm going to have to do it myself, but look. Brussels sprouts are great. Now, do you get that? So low sugar fruits, lemons, avocados, and berries. Yes, I think you can get it, or Sunny, you might be able to get, I know you can get them in powder, so you can sprinkle it, make a smoothie, you can put it in a glass of water, you can get a powder form of probiotic. That'll probably be the easiest. I can put them on there for you, but I could put a good one on there for you. Would you like that? I would put it on, I'm gonna put these back in the fridge. No tomatoes. Tomatoes, especially for anybody that's dealing with any kind of arthritis, I probably wouldn't use them. All right, so I'll do that today. I'll put that up there. Let me make a note. Here. I gotta make notes because I forget. Poopy probiotic drinks. I don't know what those are, but they sound great. A good one. Yes. I can tell you good. If you go into your health food store, you can, thank you, Gail, for the follow. Thank you for all the love. We're at 30,000 likes. We got to get to 100,000 this morning. We can do it. We're going to be here all day. It's a lot of work. They're making it hard. I enjoy kefir. That's good. You could do that. So here, this is what I'm doing. I'm getting while I'm talking to you, I'm just taking that little skin off. Now, if you were going to roast these or steam them, look, you do a little cross cut. You see that? That little cross cut makes all the difference. That's magical. Thank you for the gifts. Kombucha good for Candida? I think it is. I have to do a little research. I think it is. It's not good for my gut. I cannot manage it. It's over the top. Can't do it. All right, so now, low sugar fruits, right? We said lemons, avocados, and berries. Healthier fats, coconut oil, olive oil, and something we have never talked about. Yeah, you can cut them in half, but if you want them to look pretty and you want to have a presentation, cross-cut, roasting or steaming, it's good for both. You want to do both, because when you do that, you don't burn it doesn't, and you don't have to go that deep either. The cross cut ghee is good. The cross cut is good because it gets inside to cook. Limes are okay. They're okay. I was reading some notes about limes and why they wouldn't be listed, and I can't remember why. I'm gonna find that out for you. Let me write that down, because there was a reason why I did not include it. And I was a little surprised, and I forgot what it was. Yeah, the crosscut's really important when you're cooking Brussels sprouts. For those of you who eat Brussels sprouts a lot, when you incorporate that crosscut, you're not going to get like the burnt outside and the inside raw. And the other thing you could do is you could blanch or steam them for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes before you roast them, and that helps too. And you'll still get them a little crispy. How about that? All right, now, low sugar, healthy fats, coconut oil, olive oil, right? And flaxseed oil. And flaxseed, this is what flaxseed oil looks like. Has to stay refrigerated. It always should be in a dark bottle. I love, obviously, it's organic. I can't remember how much this bottle of oil is, but it's like $9 or $10. I do not like the flavor of flax oil. I don't like it. But when I'm not feeling good, I would not cook with this oil. It would go on a salad. So you're gonna see, I'm gonna show you a lemon and flaxseed oil dressing. And Amanda, this is what I like to say, hardcore healing foods. If you are really suffering, it is, it tastes icky though, doesn't it? I just burnt my Brussels. Thank you for the hips. See, Ashley, you will. This is super medicinal, very important for women's health. I'm not a fan of it, so I use my flaxseed like this, and I put it in a seed grinder, which I don't have out today. I have to see where I put it. Hold on, let me just check. Let me see if it's here. Oh, I have it. Yay. Perfect. Where is the top though? I got it. Yay. I do, and you guys have seen me do this. I love. I grind, I grind my flaxseed in here, and I add it to salads and everything, and I love that. Yes. Yeah, some people can't manage the Brussels, but it came up a lot because it's a low sugar, right? It's a low sugar vegetable. But if it bothers you, don't eat it. Okay, herbs and spices, nature's antifungals. You ready? Cinnamon, ginger, garlic. You can use these all day, every day on everything you eat. I'm going to show you a little snack to use the cinnamon, and you're going to love it. We have a few fun little foods that we can incorporate. Now, I was talking to, who were we talking to the other night? And she was very upset because she hadn't started her meal plan that I sent her. And it was like, oh, I have to get all the ingredients. And I said, pick one thing. You don't have any good ones for RA. I did a whole thing, Ashley, didn't I? Did I send you a whole diet yet? Or is that what I'm up to right now? The meal plan? I feel like I sent something to you, no? No? Did you ask me for one? One for seeds and spices and one for my coffee beans. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what that was, a coffee bean grinder. But I don't use it for coffee beans, so I use it for all my seeds. Oh, okay. Somebody asked me for RA. If you go on, I think there's something already out, but I have notes that I'm doing all that now. Like I'm doing the psoriatic, am I saying it right? Psoriatic arthritis, all that. I'm creating meal plans for that right now, and as soon as they're done, I'm gonna post them on our Book of Face. So stand by. It's gonna be out this week. I have the cookbook done, so we're in good shape. All right, lean proteins, keeping the blood sugar stable, wild-caught salmon, any kind of white fish, organic chicken, organic eggs. Oh, that's awesome, Sonny. Awesome. You could stay there. We can get you there. It's all going to be food now to keep you there. Hit the heart on top. Start your daily heart piece. Yay. Thank you, June. Look, we're at 32,000 likes already. We're going to get there. And look, as you guys like more and tap, it brings us up. All right. So you're also in the middle of heartburn meal plan. Yes. I got you. Is that for your husband? Did you ask me for your husband? Hold on. Let me write that. I got you guys. I just sent like 4 meal plans out over the weekend. So I'm like there. We're going to make whitefish this morning. We're going to make, okay, I got you. It's coming. Yes, we work back and forth. Yep, I'm in it. Woo! Okay, fermented foods, kefir and sauerkraut. I like kimchi too. Those are really good. They keeps Candida in check. Natural beverages, here, water and lemon. And remember the tea we talked about last week, Powdarco? This is there. Meal plan. And don't forget, if you guys have heartburn, let's take out our favorite thing. And this is on my book, on my page. This is the George's aloe. You can drink aloe. This is wonderful for heartburn because what aloe does is it heals. It doesn't mask the symptom. Raw and oils. Yeah, I don't know where you live, Ashley, but if you live in a cold area, it's very hard to be raw. How's it working, Snickers? Yeah, drink that plain. Throw it in but remember, you start with a tablespoon and you work your way up. Okay, I'm not an what to avoid person because I think that's all we ever hear about. And Michigan, yeah, it's very hard to do. It's very hard. I'm not trying to give you a pass if you're doing okay eating raw in the middle of winter. Good for you. However, if it does help, yes. I also started aloe again after watching you. It helps, doesn't it? Tablespoon begin. Thank you, Renee. What aloe was that? George's. It's hard now. Yes. Ashley, it's very hard to do raw food in the winter. Very hard. Not impossible, but you do need, I would mix in a bone broth. Like if you don't feel like eating a lot of food and you're really whatever you're trying to do, if you mix in bone broth and have raw, that will help. That is George's aloe. You want to see the bottle again? It's on my Kitchen Essentials page through my website too. And everything's the organic food movement. That mirror thing, I just can't figure it out. There you go. There are good aloe drinks. 2 mittens tea. Yeah, it's a 2 mittens tea. Yes. So so just keep that in mind. Okay, so I just want to go over for a few minutes about what to avoid. Do not eat sugar. If you are experiencing the symptoms that we've been talking about this morning, get out of sugar. White sugar, brown sugar, honey, maple syrup, agave, processed foods with hidden sugar, breads, ketchup, big sugar thing. Even natural sugars like honey, maple syrup can feed coconut sugar, any of that. It's like, just think of blooming yeast when you're baking. Same thing. Ashley, if you find that you are resonating with this conversation and you think that your body has yeast, you gotta stop just for a little while. White bread, pasta, rice cereals, baked goods, even gluten-free, like all of it's gotta go. It's really annoying, but it works. Dairy, milk, cheese, ice cream, yogurt with added sugar. Alcohol and caffeine, beer, the worst for Candida. Wine, terrible. Liquor, coffee. If you do have a drink and you want to drink something, a triple distilled vodka is about the only choice you can do. And that would be, you know, if you could stay away, even better. How long to turn Candida around? Cheryl, it's a rough one. It could probably, it depends. If you're hardcore, I'm making the chicken corn chowder for dinner tonight. Woo! I don't know the answer. 90 days. Yeah, 9 days. Food's the most powerful tool for healing. We all know that. Okay. All right. Now let's cook. Hold on now. Let's look at the recipes. What are we doing? I have a few like weird out of the box foods. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a smoothie, but I'm gonna do that last. I want to see what we're gonna cook. So we're gonna cook some salmon. Did I bring salmon? Yeah, I have a salmon and a piece of flounder. Here, this is crazy, but these, I didn't even need to, I showed you to cut them. I usually put these in a food processor, but I don't want to take it out and waste any time. So I'm gonna shave them myself, but look. Am I on camera? Can you see this? My husband has thrush. Thrush is, in my opinion, and remember, I'm not a doctor, but thrush is Candida. He's gonna feel so much better just doing this. I mean, even a good probiotic makes all the difference in the world. Now, there's also vitamins. Hold on a second. Let me see if I have any here. Sorry, I left you guys. I wanted to see if I had anything, but I don't. My daughter took them all. There are very good vitamins for yeast killing that will help move it along. But I will tell you that the side effects are very itchy skin, all of those things. I will post some of my favorites, but caprylic acid, I'm gonna post them for you. Wait, so that I can show you the best ones. There's a couple of really good ones that are like compilations of things. That with a good probiotic could move this along a lot faster for people. So for this, I'm making a little. Now remember, these are when you're dealing with Candida, the diet is very restrictive. You really have to focus. Thank you, June, for all the encouragement. What are you making this morning, Chef? Joni, we are making food to help us with Candida. So we are doing very medicinal food this morning. There'll be no duck and corn chowder. No venison today. Which those recipes you're gonna get this afternoon. As soon as I'm done with my classes this morning, I will be doing that. Oh! I just took my finger out. Hold on, let me just get a Band-Aid. Oh. It's just the fatty part of my thumb, so it won't be a big deal. Hi, you guys. I do that all the time. I know. It like just sliced right through. This is one of those cuts that when you get it and then you work with lemon, it hurts. Ugh. All week now, it's going to annoy me. It's all right. I'm not paying attention. Okay, there we go. All better. Okay, so the Brussels sprout avocado. So I'm just shredding up some Brussels. This is a really nice way to eat Brussels sprouts if you don't, if you want to make them. I want to make the meatballs, just have to find the venison. You should be able to find that in the frozen food section of a little bit more upscale, or you could do mail order. All right. So let's get a little bowl. Hold on, let me get a little bowl. All right, here, we'll just use this. So we're gonna put this in a bowl here. And then avocados, if you like avocados and you can eat them, they're gonna be your best friend. Oh, you love Brussels, so look how pretty. We're gonna make a nice little Brussels sprout. So now, It's not pretty. You're not going to have a lot of fun with this diet. You are talking about healing. That's it. Nothing more than that. And then I'm going to take a little bit. Can you guys see my cutting board? Yes. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit and cut this very, very fine. I'm actually just adding a little red cabbage because I want some color. Otherwise, it looks really bland and boring. Look. Right? And then, so this is fiber for the gut. And then we're going to do healthy fats with the avocados. And then olive oil boosts good bacteria. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Where is my new? Thank you for reminding me. Okay. Well, I have my machine out. Now, avocados and lemon are going to be your dream love. This is where all your work is going to be. Now, like they just said, like what everybody was just saying, you could just make a dressing out of this, which is fine. This is for Candida, right? But bloats me up. Yeah, because it's because your body is trying to it's like a natural detoxer. So that's why you get that bloating feeling, right? So it's one of those things that if you go slow and do a little bit each day, eventually your body will be like, this is so lovely. Now, we could take this, right? Limited foods for 3 months, Candida. I had limited food for 3 months for Candida. Yeah, that's what happens. It's like, that's what happens to you. Exactly. Now, so we're going to mash this up. Let me see. I think it might work in here. So the recipe calls for just kind of chopping it up and mixing it, which we could do. Let's do that. Let's start there. And then I can show you how you can make a dressing, because I do like a green goddess dressing, which would work for Candida. The way that I make it. Not like a traditional green goddess. And really it's just garlic, olive oil. I really, the owner of my shop, his mom is got an aneurysm in her brain, like in the back, and she did a very similar diet to Candida and melted it. And when she went back to the doctor, they were like, "Oh no, that you didn't have that. It must have been a mistake." We were all like, "No." She went on this so look, we're just gonna sort of now you could almost mash that up, and when we add the olive oil, here's my favorite. I replenished my stock. This oil's from Chile. I have Green Goddess seasoning. I don't know what that is. You got to make sure the herbs are not irradiated. Okay, so then we're going to put a little bit of olive oil. Now, you could put fresh garlic in this. See? It's like a healthy fat. I love this. Honestly, I could do this all day long. So this is an olive oil, and this is on my Kitchen Essentials page, so you can order it. What kind of olive oil do you use? This is single sourced, so it's product from Chile, and blah blah blah. It's certified organic. I love it. It's in a nice dark. It smells delicious. It's just good. I just love it. All right, now, if you want to squeeze this lemon, we're so close to 50,000. We got to get to 100. We could do it. And look, we're almost at 400 people now. Moroccan oil is the best. Yeah, as long as Smoke and Fire, as long as it's single sourced and organic, I'm in. But yeah, I mean, you can't. In the Middle East, I'm all in. I love their food, their culture, everything. Everything. I have a Moroccan soup in my cookbook. I love it. All right, now a little lemon juice. And then we're going to add a little sea salt to this. So nice amount of lemon juice. This is really, lemon juice is your friend with Candida. It's one of those things that you are always, it's just, you can't get enough. Lemon juice, olive oil, all of it. And then we're gonna add a little salt and a little bit of garlic powder. Now you can use fresh garlic, which is really good. Can I add more purple cabbage? Yeah, why not? I just did it for color. You can add as much cabbage as you like. I'm just adding a little salt because you don't need a lot of salt in a dish like this because, you know, it will really brighten the lemon juice. So I drink lemon juice and water once a day. Yeah, Cheryl, that really helps the gut, especially when you wake up in the morning. So look, that's it. Very simple. Very simple. If you wanted this a little more creamy, you could actually mash up the avocado and create that as the dressing. And maybe if I have time today, I'll show you that. Shredded Brussels sprouts, purple cabbage, avocado, lemon, olive oil, salt, garlic. That's it. That's it. I like lemon juice. Me too. Me too. All right, so let's put this back here, and I want to keep moving because we have a lot. I have a lot of different recipes to show you. Now, if you want, you could add a little dill to that. You could add some mint. I don't know about mint. Maybe cilantro. Cilantro is great because it also binds to heavy metals and takes heavy metals out. But that's a great recipe. See how simple that was? It really is amazing. Now, here's the next step. We're gonna put this over here because as we need more stuff, we'll make it as I cut my vegetables. Now, if you wanted, my GI told me to avoid lemon juice or citric acid or citrus, anything, but I thought it was good to have for my gut. Well, what's your diagnosis? I can't. I'm not gonna go against your GI, but why did he say that? I'm so curious, I have to know. That's a crazy statement. Okay, watch how fast it is to cook fish. You know I love my little machine. I'm probably gonna find out it's filled with toxins, but I still love it so much. I have a high level of acid in my system. Wait a minute. Fresh lemons are good for you. So, can you use cabbage? Would it be okay to add cracked black pepper? I am not a black pepper person. I don't see why not. If it doesn't bother you, you will not find black pepper in my recipes unless I'm using turmeric. But that's because I find it too abrasive. I'd rather see you use cayenne. But if you like that and it works for you and you feel good eating black pepper, then go for it. Anything to get you through is okay by me, you know. I'm just, it's not for me. But that doesn't mean you can't have it, you know what I mean? As you get to know me, I'm sort of like, I hate fish. Any tips on how to start building palate for it? Well, you got to get good fish, and then you have to cook it correctly. So maybe you try it the way that I cook it, and you might love it. So this is salmon. And this piece of fish to me is 2 servings. Hello, buddies. Everybody stay calm. Everybody go lay down. No fighting. The boys are here. The little boy dogs. They're driving me cuckoo. All GIs say that because they say it causes acid reflux. They also say no dairy. Almost half that way, Chef. Yay! Naturally, I have high levels of acid from high anxiety levels. So, yeah, fixed now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I would start with white fishes. Yeah, white fishes are great. You know, they're not as strong. It's much more palatable. For sure, that's a good way to start. I wouldn't jump in with salmon only because a lot of people, you know, when you go to a grocery store, some of that fish is sitting around and it's previously frozen. Hold on, let me grab some gloves. It's previously frozen, so it, hey, go sit over there. The dogs are around. If you want medicine, then go to the MD. If you want to heal, then listen to Chef. Okay, oh, poaching is nice. Okay, so here. So now, all right, hold on. Let me go back because I see a lot of comments. So what I will say about lemon, fresh lemon and lemon juice is, yes, lemons are acidic, but when they enter the body and they go into the gut, they are alkalizing. But you have to start slow. If it's something that you find causes reflux or acid, it could be. But I would encourage you to join our Book of Face and research. Yay! All right, we're halfway there to 100,000. Woo-hoo! We got this. Thank you, guys. Wait, so do you buy? I do not buy frozen salmon, but I'm coastal. I'm in New York. We can get fresh fish. I grew up on Long Island. We get fresh fish. So if you can't, there's a couple of good companies that you could almost do mail order for that has good flash frozen fish. I have lemon, ginger, turmeric, black pepper shots do mail order for that has good flash frozen fish. I have lemon, ginger, turmeric, black pepper shots every fish. I have lemon, ginger, turmeric, black pepper shots every morning. Okay. So, all right. So let's go back. Okay. Hi, Brenda. All right. It's a lot. I love it. Okay, here we go. Yay. All right. So let's go back. Give me 1 second. So we did that Brussels sprout. I want to show you this. So for gut healing, we are going to do some fresh ginger. I love my little zester. This is my best friend. Easy. My dogs are kind of being a pain. All right. I'm just going to take the skin off. Right? We peel the skin. If you like ginger, this is a wonderful way to eat salmon. I mean, for my daughter, I add apricot glaze to it, but we can't do that for today. All right, so we're going to just do a little bit of ginger. Look at that. Look how much ginger you got for that. So we're going to take that and sort of put it on here. This is a wonderful way. There we go. See if you just tap it. This is very gut healing. You can make a tea this way. You can do so much. Okay, so then let me just get a butter knife and we're just gonna spread this on here. If you don't like ginger like this, you don't have to put it on, but remember, we're just trying to get our gut better. So we're just kind of getting that ginger on. Come on. You could also put this with, see, I don't like to put olive oil on here just because it's such a fatty fish. You see all these white lines in here? That's your fat. So it's like marbled. So now I'm kind of getting, I don't have any gloves today. They're all at work. I forgot to bring them home. So I don't want to get my hands all messy. Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of, and remember, we are talking medicinal today, so we're not messing with a lot of ingredients. Now, here's another thing I want to show you. I want to introduce you to this. I love that grater. I use it for so many spices, and the ginger will kill any organisms in the salmon also. Yeah, it's sort of like eating sushi with pickled ginger and wasabi. It kills the parasites. I put a little white miso on my salmon the other day with ginger. It was so good. Yes, and now I want to introduce you to cocoa aminos. This is coconut blossom nectar and sea salt, and what it does is it mimics the flavor of like a soy sauce without the negative side effects. Yeah, I can't really say. I'm afraid to. I don't feel like we're quite there yet. to talk about that. But as soon as we can, we are gonna go test throughout the salt name if you know it, friends. Can you show it again? Yes, I'm gonna show it again. Let me just open it. I'm having a little difficulty here. I always forget to open all my new stuff before I get on camera. Come on. Oh my God, I can't open this. Oh, the real salt? Yeah, I can show you that. All right. This stuff is unbelievable. It's coconut aminos. So if you like soy sauce, but you can't manage the wheat, you can't manage the soy, you know, there's a miso tamari, but it's, and that's my favorite, but it's still made with soy. If you can't handle that, but you love the soy flavor, the coconut aminos is the way to go. And then here's our red salt, our real salt. This is the bomb. I love this salt. It's mineral based. I can't say enough about it. You can find this on my TikTok showcase, on my kitchen essentials page. I'll also put this up so you can find it. But this is good. And I need the coconut. Oh yeah, you do. And it's just like adding soy sauce, but it tastes the same. It has a little sweetness to it. It doesn't, we're OGs. It's delicious. Delicious. If you like, we could actually even make a fried rice with that. I mean, this is a magical Celtic salt. You could, if you want Celtic salt, use Celtic salt. It's great. Celtic salt's great. You can't go wrong. I just happen to love the mineral-based salts. And I have been using real salt for, I don't even know, probably 25 years. And what I love about that salt is it's mineral-based, and people who have high blood pressure, people who have issues with salt, tend to not. I put my mom on it. She's 87. She cooks with salt now because she has no issues. Good morning, John Dillon. Thank you for following me. Yeah, so I can't eat a lot of salt. Yes, I would say to you, start slow. It's very powerful salt. It's got a lot of flavor. It's very rich. You don't need a lot. I never put salt on my table. Those of you who know me, good morning, Alfreda. Those of you who know me know that I always start with salt. It's like my first seasoning when I'm cooking. Thank you for my roses. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're at 56,000. Our job is to get to 100,000 today. Whoop, whoop. Okay, only processed salt causes high blood pressure. Exactly. That little girl with the umbrella, she needs to go. I'm in a home with real salt, so I bought some for the home. I can't live without it. I love it, Renee. What is your take on light salt? I say no. I don't know what that means. I'd have to see the brand and do a little research. I am of the opinion that you're using mineral-based salts. Boss Mom, I would be very interested to see if you used real salt or a mineral-based salt, would that still happen? All right, so here, that's what I did, right? I put a little ginger, a little coconut aminos, and I'm done. This is gonna go in my little toaster oven. I have it at about 375. It's on the air convection setting, and we're gonna do it for like 13 minutes. And you're gonna see it's gonna get like almost a nice cream. Himalaya salt is good. If it's sea salt. Oh, okay. Interesting. I don't know. I would have to hear more about you. If you, good morning to my friend. Morton Light Salt, 50% less sodium. I don't know. I think for me, I couldn't do it. If it works for you and you feel good taking it, I wouldn't change it. For me, I would probably never recommend that salt. It's processed. It's got, chemicals in it to break it down. You might actually love this coconut aminos. Let's see what the sodium content in here is. It's 500 milligrams for a tablespoon. Doesn't taste salty to me. I love this. What's the best salt? For me, the best salt is real salt, it's called. Where did I put it? It's right here. This is all I talk about, real salt. This is it. Does it have a coconut taste? It doesn't. It doesn't have a coconut taste. This is the one that I recommend. You can buy it. I have it posted on my TikTok shop, my, not shop, but some kind of showcase thing, and then on my Kitchen Essentials page. And that's on my website. Everything's the organic food movement. Everything I do. YouTube, Book of Face, join the Book of Face. That's where you're gonna get all these recipes today. All right, so we made our Brussels sprout salad. Now we made our salmon. The next step, let's see what our next recipe is gonna be. Our next recipe is a coconut cinnamon tea. You guys wanna try that? Hot water, coconut oil, because it has caprylic acid in it, which kills yeast, and a little cinnamon with grated ginger. Let me get my coconut oil for you guys. I can't find my coconut oil. Oh, I know where my coconut oil is. Here I come. Let's see, coconut oil, where are you? Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay. And a cup. Watch this. Just keep tapping. We finally made it back. I thank you, Monica. I love my kitchen too. I feel like I'm in a, if you could see what I see from this point, it's like I live in a log cabin all day long. And I don't live in a mountain cabin. Okay, so any type of organic coconut oil that is, you know, organic, clean, real. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna turn on my teapot. Watch this. I've not done anything like this before, but again, we're talking very medicinal food today. So we're talking about healing from Candida. I missed the Brussels sprouts. I'll show them to you, love. So I'm putting in a tablespoon. Now we're gonna grate the ginger again. I want grated ginger in this. Could you put like a little quick piece of ginger? You could, but this is gonna be better. And then we're gonna add cinnamon. Hi, Alfredo. What about MCT oil? Yeah, that's good. MCT oil's good. You could use that. Okay. Look, you see? Good morning, Bridget. We are healing from Candida this morning. We're talking this is our kitchen pharmacy class. Wednesday mornings, anytime between 7:30 and 8 a.m. I show up. And this is Eastern time. Eastern Standard Time. Now, my favorite on the planet is Vietnamese cinnamon. It's organic and it tastes like Christmas in a cup. It's sweet. So this is the only cinnamon I use. I just love it. And then I'm just gonna put like a little dash and I put it on top of the coconut oil. Look at that. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for all the love. Guys, it is a new dawn in the TikTok world. So we're getting to 100,000 likes today. That's what we have to do. And I really appreciate that goal. And if you want to join the team, if you love doing that, we're so grateful. All the creators are grateful these days for that. Ooh, Christmas in a cup. All right, so now I'm gonna pour my hot tea water over that. Look at that. And I'm gonna let that steep and have the coconut. This is a beautiful way. What is Candida? It's an overgrowth of yeast. We went over that a little bit, but if you guys want and nobody minds, I can go over it very quick with you. An alternative for ginger, turmeric, that a little bit, but if you guys want and nobody minds, I can go over it very quick with you. An alternative for ginger, turmeric. You'll learn from me, that I am, Jan, yes, please recap for the class. Okay, ready? Let's go through. I'm gonna go super fast because I wanna stay on track with you guys. Candida is an overgrowth of yeast in the body. It's naturally occurs in our body, but when we eat, let me show you. Calm down, buddy. Oh, the puppy wants to go out. Come on, we have to go take the doggy out. Come on. There's our man. He wants to go play in the snow. Go. Sorry, guys. All right. So Candida. So it's an overgrowth of yeast. It happens by stress. Is that better? I took the microphone off. Am I still muted? You can hear me? Uh-oh. You can hear me? Uh-oh. Hey. Okay, good. All right, I took the microphone off. All right, so sugar cravings. Oh, okay, so when you have an overgrowth of yeast, let's go through the symptoms really fast. I'm going to look at my notes so we can do it fast. Most common symptoms of Candida overgrowth. Digestive issues, chronic bloating, gas, belching, constipation or diarrhea, cramping and stomach pain, food sensitivities, especially with dairy, gluten, and sugar. Okay? Skin and nail problems, weak, brittle nails. They rip, tear, can't grow. Persistent acne, dry, itchy, flaking skin, eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis. Fungal infections, yeast infections, athlete's foot, toenail fungus, rashes, hives, white coating on the tongue. That's all the Candida releasing toxins. Psoriasis could be, mama. We don't know, sweet pea. We'd have to do a lot more work. But when you guys join me, join the Book of Face. Put your email in. All of these notes, all of these recipes. I'm working on psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, reflux, all like 7-day meal plans. So you'll get a lot of information and it's very, very helpful. Keep on tapping. We are going to 100,000 likes this morning. I can't leave you till we get there, but don't go slow. I have to be off by 10 o'clock. Okay, now, sugar cravings, hormonal imbalances, feeling like lightheaded and shaky, unstable blood sugar, PMS symptoms, arthritis. There's already a really good meal plan in there and a whole bunch of notes about arthritis. Thrives on sugar. So those are some of the symptoms that you get when you have Candida. So right now we're working on a Candida diet. I'm going over some foods that you can eat for this, and it's very helpful. So we have our salmon. We just made this beautiful healing tea. I'm gonna taste it because I'm really curious. That's actually delicious. Yeah, just put your email in and that's how you get in. And follow us on YouTube. You'll see all these videos again on YouTube. I'm a little behind, but I'm posting a few every day. So this is a great little tea. It has coconut oil, cinnamon, and ginger. Coconut oil, cinnamon, and ginger. Fresh ginger. So let's put this over here. Now, we made our Brussels sprout kind of slaw, see, with avocado. There's lemon juice, a little garlic, and avocado and some red cabbage. And this we're gonna serve with our salmon, which is coming up right now. All right, next. Okay, hold on, let me get to my recipe pages. Okay, then we're gonna do a smoothie. So we made our tea, we made our salmon, and then, hold on, I had this little snack for you guys I wanted to make. Hold, please. Did it come out? Hold on, let me find it. Oh, here, no. Wah. All right, hold on, maybe it's in the beginning. Hold on. Hold on. Garlic, detox, cinnamon tea. It did not, I don't have my, I can't find it. Doesn't matter. When you get these recipes, the dog wants in. Did he crack? No, that's not him. That's the little ones. Can you add pomegranate or dried cranberries to the salad? I would not add dried cranberries because dried fruit has a too high a sugar level, but you could add pomegranate. I do not have my other recipes here. I don't know why, but let's do our smoothie. We are gonna add, you can have blueberries and you can have berries. So we're gonna add some blueberries. And if you have them frozen, even better. Remember, berries are on the Dirty Dozen list of produce and fruit. So make sure you get organic blueberries when you're making your smoothie. Next, we are gonna add avocado. Where's my smoothie? Fresh spinach, avocado, lemon, flaxseed oil, and cinnamon. Unsweetened coconut milk. But I don't like, thank you, good boys. I'm not a fan of the coconut milks. So you have two options for this. Woohoo, Robin, that's awesome. We can do it two ways. Oh my God, that coconut amino ginger salmon smells unbelievable. Let's go, we're almost at 100,000. You guys are rocking it. I love you. Okay, so you could do an organic coconut milk. I like this brand because they don't put any gums in their coconut milk. I love that. So you could use this, or you can use like a coconut water like this, which is beautiful. And we're gonna do a little bit of both to get the full fat and the liquid. It'll work out great. And I love it this way. And watch this smoothie. You're gonna be like, wow, I love this smoothie. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit of, and this is great like first thing in the morning. Look at that. We'll put like a tablespoon or two in there. And I love this coconut milk, so we'll put a little bit full fat, right? And then in here is the little bit of coconut water. Ooh, I love this, that it's all sort of creamy. See, when you don't have the gums in it, it's so much better. Is that my dog barking over there? And then we're gonna use a half an avocado. Now, do you like strawberries better than blueberries? Use strawberries. Do you hate coconut water? All right, well, use something else. Use water. Do you want a little protein powder in here? As long as it has no sweetener. Which brand was what? This is called Natural Value. And it's a pretty great, I know the owner of this company actually for years and years and years. He's on the West Coast. And it's sort of like the bargain brand of organic. And gums, guar gum, carrageenan, all of those kinds of things. Those wreak havoc on your system, and they're in like all those boxed milks now, and they can get a little difficult to manage in your system. You can try a health food store. I think you might be able to order online. All right, we're gonna squeeze a little lemon. Oop, I got lemon seed in there. Oops. Honestly, if I can't get them out, we're gonna run with this with the lemon seed. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. All right, we're running with the lemon seed. And then we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. That's paprika. Well, did you guys see where I put my, oh, there's the cinnamon. Oh my God, it's not your daughter's calling, it's mine. They're in that mood today. They need us. All right, we're gonna put a little cinnamon. Then I'm gonna add some flax. I usually use garlic and capers and poach it in a home canned broth. You could do that. I'm adding a little flax seed. So cinnamon and lemon fights Candida naturally. Greens detoxify the gut. And avocado and flaxseed keep you full, reducing cravings. Those are all the reasons we're using all this. Look at that. This is actually going to be yummy. I usually moderate. How do you feel about chia seeds? I love chia seeds, but I like flax for this more. Chia seeds are great. I use them for pudding. I was going to make you a little pudding today, and for some reason it didn't. When I printed all this out, I'm missing those recipes. I'm so bummed because I wanted to do that with you for this class. But you'll get the recipe. Enjoy the needy daughter. Wow. Look at that. I'm dying to taste that. I'm so excited. It's difficult when they become fluffy, fully independent. Oh yeah. Mine's in college. And she needs me. And I need her. I love her. She's great. She just loves to call me when I can't talk to her. Look at that. Look at that beautiful smoothie. Let's try it. I forgot the spinach. Ooh, I love that coconut water. All right, hold on. We'll put the spinach in. I have a little organic spinach. Just putting a little bit in. So it's a quick smoothie. Right, you don't need a lot of this. Because, I find nutrient-dense food, when you eat nutrient-dense food, you need less. Ladies always check in on our college kids. Oh, yes. They need us. Now, if you can't manage the spinach because it's high oxalate, you could use like a kale, or you can totally leave it out. Yeah, I love the coconut water, the blueberries. It's just yummy. Look. That's delicious. And I love I just love that. It's good. All right, now, we have a little bit of time left. What are we at? 83,000? We can do it. We're going to get to 100,000 today. That really helps the algorithm. Now, all of you creators, we need those tapping and all the nonsense because they changed everything. Okay, here's our plate. Here's our juice. Look at this beautiful fish. We didn't get to our white fish. Do you want me to cook that? It only takes 8 minutes, so we could do that. I think you guys would love that. You want me to do, I have a little piece of flounder. You want me to do that with you? Would you like to see it? Now, again, I think this is 2 servings. I don't think you could eat all this fish in 1 serving, only because it's just so nutrient dense. And this we made with ginger and aminos, the coconut aminos. And look, this beautiful slaw. Come on, right? If you wanted to, you could toast a little pumpkin. I'd eat that whole piece of salmon for sure. All right, let's do the whitefish really fast. It has this like gingery, what's cooking? Hey, Zana. We are cooking for Candida this morning. I put in the slaw, it's Brussels sprouts, avocado, a little red cabbage, what else did we put in there? A little red cabbage and, hold on, I'm gonna, just for, am I gonna be able to find this? Of course not. Just for color, I put a little red cabbage, but if you like the red cabbage, you could add more. Here, I'm gonna just put, for a little color, I'm just gonna add a little. That's the chef in me. Balanced color. Oh, look how pretty that is. No, we can't use maple syrup today. This is, you have to be sugar-free today. This is all about medicinal food. And today we are talking about eating for Candida. All right, so this is our first meal. I'm gonna do red cabbage, right? And it has lemon juice, olive oil, and a little garlic. And then we have our smoothie. We also made our cinnamon coconut tea. Coconut oil tea. Right, so you have all these recipes will be on the Book of Face in our little packet for Candida. Ooh, we are so close. Strawberries would be okay, yes. Where do we get the recipes? The recipes are on the Book of Face. You have to, I put on my bagel in the morning. Yes, but you can't use a bagel when you are recovering from Candida. But you can use it if you don't have Candida, go for it. We are this is our kitchen pharmacy class. If anybody's happening in this morning, we are healing Candida, which is an overgrowth of yeast, brain fog, digestive problems, mood swings, I don't know, heart palpitations, all kinds of crazy. It could be Candida, so we wanted to go over that this morning. Thank you for all the recipes and sharing your passion. You are amazing. I thank you. Yep, they're raw Brussels sprouts. Use lettuce wraps instead of bread. Yes, that's the right way. Sugar feeds Candida. Absolutely. So we are balancing that. This is what we're doing here. Oh my God, I have those symptoms. See? The universe brought you to me today, Delia. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you for all that love. Yes, so join the Book of Face. Join our YouTube channel, the Organic Food Movement Community. You'll be able to watch this again, the whole thing. The smoothie has spinach, avocado, blueberries, some yummy thick coconut oil, and some coconut water. All right, so now let me put this aside and let's do 2 more recipes because I have to be off by 10 o'clock. And I have so many more recipes to do with you. I wanted to grill some lion's mane mushroom, but we just don't have the time. All right, so let me think for a second what we're gonna do here. We are gonna make, all right, let's leave those like that for a second. Let's just cook this whitefish. Hold on, let me rinse this plate. I have some flounder here, and I think it might be fun to just do a quick, beautiful whitefish recipe for you guys, right? Quick, quick, quick. It only takes like 7 minutes in my cool little drink. Flaxseed, yes. We put flaxseed in the drink. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so watch. When you make, and I have to use these ingredients, so let's use, let's do some dill. You showed on the Facebook from you this morning. New fans, so glad I found you. I'm so excited. We got on the For You page today. That's awesome. We're at 97,000 likes. We made the 100,000. I love you guys, honestly. We have a cookbook coming out. It's a soup book. Look at this beautiful piece of flounder. This is almost like a sole, but look, it's a white fish. Now, white fish has, you know, those little wormy worms sometimes, but this is good. All right, so I'm gonna just roll him up like this. Come on, baby. All right, there we go. Now, we are gonna make, I can't really use tomato. I'm gonna use some all different herbs we have here. We're gonna use a little bit of onion and scallion. Let's do, hey, calm down. These are all different herbs. I've got in here a little parsley, a tiny bit of cilantro. I'm gonna add some dill. Remember, this is all medicinal cooking. When you know, later today, I'm gonna have all the venison out that we did the other night. Now, this is beautiful, right? Here's where you're gonna see beautiful medicinal cooking. Where's my garlic? Here it is. I have some fresh garlic. Let's make a little bowl, and then we'll put it on the fish. We have fresh garlic. Nice and garlicky. Now we'll add a little salt. We did 100,000. Look, we have 100. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for all the gifts, all the heart me's. If you're new here and you are a supporter of gifters, it is so much gratitude now. We have to get all of those heart me's, but we're not allowed to beg, so I'm not begging. Now, here's what I want to do next. I want to take our lemon. Where's another piece of lemon? We're going to take another piece of lemon. Watch this. Now, I didn't clean this off completely. There's still a little bit of ginger. We're making some fish to heal our Candida. I'm trying to give you recipes. So what I do here is everybody talks about what you can't eat when you're not feeling well and all of this nonsense, but nobody ever gives you a plan of what to eat. So that's what I do. I show you what to eat. I've been working on food and healing for my entire career of 40 years. I work in a health food store, and this is what we do. I'm gonna add a little salt. That's it. Let's mix this up. And then we're just gonna I think I'm gonna add a little coconut amino to this too. Look, we have lemon zest, not juice. And then I'm gonna add a little of our coconut amino today. I'm kind of into this. Too much sodium. Okay. And then I'm just going to sort of brush this on our fish. Look how pretty. I don't have my gloves, so I'm gonna sort of make like a little crusty fish. All right, this is gonna take less than 7 minutes because it's a little tiny piece of flounder. All right, so we got him. Now, not really, she used natural sodium non-processed. I don't know, I'm not paying attention to what the comment is. Sorry, I'm just cooking. So now I have a little bit of zucchini here. Let's add a little carrot. Oh, thank you, Cookie Dude. Thank you for putting that up there. And then we're gonna do some carrot. Now you don't wanna use too much carrot when you're dealing with Candida. We're gonna just quickly saute this with some garlic. And then I have some kale. This is gonna make a nice, sort of quick vegetable dish, and then you'll see, you know, this is how we'll serve it. So the least amount of, there, that's it. Look at that. Just gonna make a quick saute. I'm a big proponent of only using, what do you call it? Oh my goodness, I'm moving too fast. A big proponent of stainless steel. It's very important. And I was gonna make some riced cauliflower. You're gonna get a bunch of recipes that we didn't do today, just so that you know. We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil. And then when the fish comes out, we have this like really pretty vegetable dish. No, it's not. She has to learn to cook meats. Her story is incredible. Everyone can modify the amount of seasonings to their liking. I love you guys. Your organic food, this looks so good. Well, fish isn't vegan. Gotcha, chef. I did see her use a lot of salt. Sorry, is that cilantro? I kissed. So let's talk about some stuff. So this is my pinch of salt, and it's less than 1/8 of a teaspoon. It might look like I'm using a lot of salt, but you don't have to use that much salt. You can use less salt. You can use no salt. I'm giving you sort of like a base, a classic, a way. Stainless steel and cast iron are the only pots I use. If you want to change the way that I do it, I'm here to give you ideas. I'm here to teach you sort of theories about food and healing. I am a professionally trained vegan chef, but I cook everything because I have found that you know, and vegan for me, we talked a lot. I did a whole thing, I did a whole live about vegan and plant-based and talked about the differences. I am professionally trained vegan chef, but I always, I cook everything. I cook clean, organic. I use only regenerative agriculture meats. I talk to my farmers. I have been in the organic food industry and clean food industry for over 40 years. So I started when I could buy my own food at 18. I'm 61 this year. So I'm here for you. I teach. If you don't like what I do, you can keep scrolling. If you like what I do, but you want to change the way I do it, go for it. I am just here simply to give you the information that I have learned over 60 years in this 40 years in this food industry. And I'm happy to, thank you. I am happy to give you all the knowledge that I have so that you have a place to eat and learn and be healthy and clean. And if you want to change what I do, have at it. I'm okay with that. I like real salt because it's plant. It's all the salt, so we're good. Just order my organic stuff to cook later. Yay! I love watching and learning. You've helped me so much. I really appreciate all of you. And honestly, I'm okay. I like a difference of opinion. I can talk about it all the time, and I think that's important to have those discussions for sure. Hi, good morning, Rosalind. You know, and that's what we're here to do. We're here to grow and learn and become healthier and make better decisions about food and how it affects our life. So that's the best I can tell you. So now look, I'm just sauteing this up. I'm not a big fan of making it into mush. This is olive oil on here. It doesn't need much more. I'm gonna put a little fresh garlic in this because we know it's gonna kill yeast. So we're gonna add a little garlic. And remember, today we're making it as delicious as we possibly can, but we also are healing. So we are, you know, we don't wanna cook our food that fast. Now the other thing about Candida, and this is the part that's very stressful to me about Candida, is the more fresh and the more that you can eat. Oh my God, wait till you see our fish. The more look at that. Uh-oh, puppy's back. All right, hold on, let me go grab the doggy. I'm coming, doggy. Hold on, doggy, come on. Hi, welcome home. Welcome home, buddy. Did you have fun? Did you have fun? All right, go over there. You can't eat. Come on, go away. Look at this beautiful fish. You guys are gonna flip out when you see this. You ready? Look. Look at this. All right, here's our meals today. We have our salmon. We have our salmon in our little Brussels sprout slaw. We have our flounder with a little sauteed veggie. Monk fruit sweetness, you cannot use any of that stuff when you are healing. Monk fruit's great. It's fabulous. It's a great sweetener for people who are diabetic or who are having issues with blood sugar, don't want to eat sugar, blah, blah, all of those things. But for Candida, you've got to stay away from all of that. I know that's my chef in me. I got to make it look pretty, especially if I have to eat medicinally. This is going to be breakfast and lunch and dinner for me today. I'm not sharing this. This is what I love. I'm not, the venison you could eat all day long. Then this is our smoothie. Remember, we made it with flaxseed, blueberries, full fat coconut milk, and our coconut water. Some baby spinach was in there. And then we made this beautiful tea with and a hex-clad skillet. Our hex, is that the ones that have those it's like induction pans have a lot of that? I have a couple of those pans in my kitchen, but I use them very sparingly. I really just, my house, I have my cast iron on the stove top, and I have stainless steel. That's the number ones. And if you use induction, you can use cast iron. Cast iron, stainless steel, that's my jam. What about calling? Calling what? This is our beautiful food. Look at all the work we did today. I can stay on for like 5 more minutes. How do you clean cast iron? You kind of just wipe it. You take a paper towel and you wipe it clean. And then if you need to get in there and scrub, the most important thing to do after you do that is kind of put, your olive oil on it and then get it on the stove and dry it. What time is it for you? It is 5 minutes to 10. This is our food today. We made beautiful food. And this is healing, very, very healing. So it's beautiful. This is the rest of our slaw. But this is my food. This food does not leave my house. Our Monday night foods leaves my house. My friends come and my husband brings it to work. But this food is what I love. This is my jam right here. What do you think about avocado oil? So, the Chosen brand is great. So Sue, here's the thing. Let's talk questions now, because I know everybody's gonna have a lot of questions for me. We have a lot of new faces. Here's the deal. Let me give you the whole deal while you're all out there. So I'm Chef Liz. Everywhere you'll find me on the organic food movement. The side of the white fish was cooked. Yeah, it's cooked. The whole thing is cooked. You want me to break it open for you? Hold on. really want to take a picture. Do I have to? Look, it's beautiful. You see? You see? That's the inside of the fish. I want to wait because I wanted to take a picture. That way when I put these up, you have them with the recipe. You gotta wait. I'm sorry. All right. So everywhere I am, it's the organic food movement. Everywhere. So you on YouTube, you'll find all of our videos. On the Book of Face, you will find all of recipes. I have a pantry makeover there. There's all sorts of information. I answer a ton of questions. Somebody asked me about grief and how to have food with grief, and I stayed up very late last night and sent out a paper. I'm here for you. I have to put a pause on you guys asking me for meal plans only because I want to catch up to what I have, and then I'm going to post them all inside of the Book of Face. And then if one is there to resonate with, you can use them. Where you on the circle? You look so familiar. Were you on the circle? I don't know what that means. Maybe you're talking to somebody else. All right, and then, okay, so here's the schedule. This Saturday, I'm doing a drag show with Classy Sassy at 6 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Eastern time, and I'll be baking sweets and stuff for Valentine's Day, and he's gonna be doing drag. Can we have a brown rice, or is all rice off limits? For the only thing you could have is a small amount of quinoa for Candida. A very small amount, but you want to stick in this sort of area. And I'm going to put a whole 7-day Candida meal plan together when I post this so that you have a lot of information. Oh, they wouldn't print? Copper, just send me an email because I forget what name you are when you're not on TikTok, and I'll email it to you. Okay, so I'm not going to answer any questions right now because I want to get out all my information. If you see all the different ingredients that I use, I try and get them all posted on my website on the Kitchen Essentials page, and it has links to where you can go to get that stuff. You can buy it through me, or you can, I don't know, however you need to get it, but you'll find my ingredients. No, you never put cast iron in the dishwasher. And then, what's next? I'm gonna have a sip of this. Okay, schedule. Every Wednesday morning, sometime between 7:30 and 8 a.m., I show up and we do this. A kitchen pharmacy class. How do we heal? My website, everything is the organic food movement. I made it nice and easy. Insta, YouTube, Book of Face. I think YouTube and Book of Face are the organic food movement community. And my Facebook, is the organic food movement, my website. And on there is my kitchen essentials. I don't hawk product for the sake of hawking it and making money. I do it so that you have a resource to find the ingredients and equipment that I use on a daily basis. For those of you who are new, I've been a organic whole food chef for 40 years. I studied with Anne-Marie Colbin at the Natural Gourmet for food and healing. She was my mentor. I had a home delivery service for organic prepared meals. It was a casualty of the World Trade Center bombing in 2011, right? Is it 2000? I forgot. 2000? 2001? YouTube channel has a link to the Facebook. Oh, good. And yes, we need 1,000 subscribers there. So jump in over there and you studied with Anne-Marie? You did? Can you reach out to me? Hi, Esther. I know, look how fast it flew by. I mean, I could stay on with you guys for 4 hours, you know that, but I have a class at 10 o'clock this morning with Tattooed Yous. And he's like my coach, so he helps me. Thank you for very formative class. Okay, so Monday nights is subscriber only. We do fancy food. We just did venison last year. I know, I love her. Please reach out. I would love to chat with you. She's my mentor. I love her. I'm so sad the school is gone now. It was a very, very, very special place. I feel like she's one of the angels around me that guides me. She was the person who told me to leave the garment industry and do this full time, and it was the best thing I ever did. Anyway, so okay, so Monday nights is subscriber only, but it's open because TikTok's all over the place. So we the other night we did venison. We cleaned out our freezer. We did venison, a chicken corn chowder, all kinds of fun. Those recipes are getting posted today. Then Sunday mornings, I am in my commercial kitchen, kind of getting ready for the day, cooking. This week, we're going to be doing brisket again and all kinds of fun foods. And then one other day, I pop up in my kitchen, usually when Sean's there. So on a Thursday or Friday, because Sean is just an angel and we have so much fun together. So that's it. I think we have everything. Please share the name of the salt you use again. Yeah, and you can find it on the Kitchen Essentials page. Here's my real salt. These are my number 1 and 2 ingredients in my kitchen. Boop. I promote organic, whole foods, clean whole foods. There's a pantry makeover. It's like, I don't even know, 1 million pages. My cookbook is coming out very shortly. I know I keep saying that, but it's coming. The photos are done. It is all getting put together now. So you'll be able to get the cookbook. There's 26 soups, 8 stocks. Next week, you'll be able, by the end of the week, I think I'm going to run out of time today, but by the end of the week, you will be able to sign up for my soup masterclass. We're going to do bone broths and soups and everything. It's going to be $20. There's going to be 30 spots a class, and we're going to do hardcore. You get my undivided attention. You're gonna get the recipes ahead. I know, I don't want to leave you guys. We finally cracked the algorithm again. And then and you're gonna get my undivided attention. We're gonna cook together. So those are coming. So we have a lot to do this year. I am here for you. I'm in for the long haul. I am a proponent of food and healing and eating to feel better. Classy, I've been talking about you all day, all morning. Are you ready? Are you ready for the fun? 600 people here. I can't even believe it. Thanks, Robin. Are you throwing me off? We finally cracked our algorithm. Look, we made this beautiful white fish this morning with coconut aminos, fresh ginger and garlic and herbs with a little saute of vegetable. New wigs came in today. I'm so excited. Classy's getting ready for our drag show on Saturday night. Our Valentine's extravaganza. Don't forget, I'm going to post that so you guys can register today. It's going to be awesome. We are so excited. We are plant-based. I mean, I do everything. What are you cooking on Monday night? What do you want to do? You pick. Hi, Nelly. What do you want to do? You guys pick. What do you guys want to do this Monday night? Do you want to do fish? I'm going to make like lobster and what if we do a fish class? Where are you located? I am in New York. My shop is in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Chicken options, Latin food, seafood gumbo. What about like a paella? Yes. Yes to all of that, Cheryl. We can do like 4 recipes because otherwise we're on for like 4 hours and I don't sleep. You want to do fish? Seafood. Let's do seafood. We haven't done seafood yet. We'll do, oh, you want my crab cakes? That kind of goes with there's like 10 recipes I think I'm not ready to share yet. I might do like a recipe book that's like 10 of my most secret recipes and like charge like $1 million for the book. That would be kind of fun, right? Crab cakes, gumbo, jambalaya, also buco with polenta. Were you in the class where we did the lamb shanks? Sunday we'll do lamb shanks. Sunday we'll do meats again. I'll do the Korean short ribs for you guys. Because that was when Facebook wasn't around and I had like 8 people on YouTube or something. All right, my loves. With all these people, I don't want to leave you because we finally cracked the algorithm again. I made seafood gumbo last night, but I used a box mix. Copper Indian food. I mean, I'm good with that. Oh, the lamb shanks were so good. Yes, those lamb shanks were off the chain. They really were. We have so much fun. So, okay, so you guys have the schedule, all of my 600 loves. Get in there. You know, if you're new and you want to join our team, join our team. You will have so much fun here. And can we see the salmon again? Absolutely. Are you dreaming? Are you dreaming? This is our salmon. We did coconut amino acids and ginger. That's it. Nice and simple. Join our team. That's it. Thank you, Renee. Those heart me's keep us in the loop of everything, because now they've changed the whole pile of love around here. See, look, I said it, and we dropped like 100 people. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. I'm not allowed to say it. Hey, Kath. Love, love, love you guys. All right, so you're gonna see all of these recipes today. I'm gonna get them out because I have it all done. Let's see. I'll get all the other stuff out that we did. We're moving. I just love you guys. Look, we dropped because I said that. Can you imagine? TikTok's mean. I love TikTok. It's the best. I love you guys. Oh, thank you for my good morning. I'm gonna have another cup in a minute. Thank you for my good morning. Thank you for all my love. We're going to cook. Thanks for your time. It was another great hit. Road to recovery from Candida. Here we go. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Look, see, I talked about it and it just knocked us out. It's crazy. It's okay. We got it. Now we understand. Hey, Katie, thank you. Thank you. You're nice. You're nice. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a wonderful day.